Hi guys, it's Karen again. How are you today? Today I'm playing again with my Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette. I'm, as you know, in love with this palette. This is so pretty. And I'm going to create a subtle look today using this palette. And let's dive in. Using my primer. This is my Maybelline Face Studio Primer Anti-Redness Primer, and if you're following me, you know that I really want to finish this primer, and that's why I'm using it a lot lately and really want to use it and recycle the packaging. Oh good, it's making those great sounds of I'm going to, no, it doesn't. I thought it did. You know, sometimes you get those, well, sometimes they're annoying because if it's something that you really like, then the noises are annoying. Then, you know, the noises when it's almost coming out of the tube, but it's not really coming out of the tube because it's almost over. Those noises, I thought I heard the noise here, but it was false pretend. Hey guy, come on, we need to throw you away, we need to finish you. Let's do it together, help me. I'm talking to my primer. I lost my mind. Okay, Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Classic Beige. And I really want to smell this. I don't like the smell of it, but... and the color is way off and way too dark. Classic Beige, really? This is a Classic Beige? I don't think so. Definitely not. And this is Soft Beige by Essence. This is Stay All Day 16 hours long lasting makeup, Soft Beige number 10. And that is more Soft Beige. And then this is a Classic Beige. I don't know how they come to the idea that this is a Classic Beige. Okay, so I'm mixing it with my finger. Of course, if you can do it with the brush and mix it with the brush or any other way that you find. I'm using my sponge by Nikkie'S Joy Cosmetics. Of course, I already pre-washed it. And I don't know if you noticed, but I have a lot of pimples on my face. This old one here and relatively new one here. There was one on my nose and there's a new one here, very small, but I don't get them anymore. So I'm thinking it's because of my skincare routine, and I've been thinking what I've been adding lately that may have caused these breakouts. So I come with two products that I added by the Nikkie'S. One is the hyaluronic acid and one is the vitamin C. So I don't know if they are the cause of it because I didn't change anything in my diet. So I don't know if they are the cause of these pimples, but I need to check and see if they are. So at least I'll know if the product that I bought are the cause of these pimples. It may not be related, I don't know, but I need to roll it out. And today I stopped using them, and I only used the ordinary caffeine solution under the eyes, because under the eyes I have nothing special and no breakouts or anything like that, so it's not the ordinary caffeine solution. So maybe, I'm not sure, maybe it's the Nikkie'S, maybe not, maybe it's not related at all. but I need to eliminate it, so I stopped using them, and we shall see later on what is the status of my skin. So far, not very good. I don't know why. Okay, I'm using my e.l.f. color correcting stick, and I'm applying it under my eyes very gently, like so. And on top of it, I'm using my Bourjois Radiance Reveal in the shade 02 Beige, and a dot in my inner corner, outer corner, inner corner, outer corner. Tiny amount. I'm not applying a lot of material. Next up, for the lids, I'm using this Essence You Better Work Gym Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer, and this is another one that I want to finish, so I'm just applying with my finger on my eyelid. Not a very heavy coat, just a thin coat of this amount is enough. I think maybe I'm not using the hyaluronic acid and the vitamin C as I should, because on the instructions they say take a pea size amount, and the hyaluronic acid should be applied on damp skin, and I am using it on damp skin, but I don't know, a pea size doesn't cover all of my face and my neck, and I don't know, it's just not working. And even in the vitamin C, which is on dry face, you know, a pea size, I don't know, maybe this is the problem. I'm putting too much material. I think this is the problem. I have to try and stick to the pea size that they say on the box. So it's not necessarily the products themselves, maybe it's my application of them which is wrong. So I need to test it. I need to know what is the problem. I can't go on like that, that's for sure. Next up, BH Cosmetics. This is the under eye brightening powder, and I'm taking my brush. And what I wanted to say in regards of my skin is that first of all, always add new things to your routine in a separation of a few days. That's for sure, and I did that. But if something is starting to, you start breaking out, the causes are various and not directly related to the product itself. Maybe you are not using it correctly. The product together with other products that you're using is not really good for you, so it's not definitely the product itself. It could be other things. Maybe you're having a period, if you're a girl and watching me, or I don't know, do boys have something similar to period? If they have, let me know in the comment section down below. Interesting. So sometimes, you know, you have pimples because of your period. It doesn't really matter what kind of skincare you're using, so be careful to judge and give a verdict before you test and know exactly what is wrong. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm using my Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo, and I love this product. It has such a small narrow tip to it. Okay, so I'll do my brows and I'll be right back. Finish my brows, and I use this clear gel by Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It was once translucent, so I like to use it after my brow pencil. Okay, next up, let's bronze, and my bronzer is NARS Laguna. And as you know, this is one of my favorites. I just got it recently and I love it so much. And I can really understand why people love this one. I didn't remove any excess because I don't feel like I need to. This is not a very strong pigmented bronzer. It's very gentle, very subtle. You don't need to remove the excess on the back of your hand like I usually do. I really feel that I don't need. And I'm applying it in the perimeter of my face, like so. And I love bronzers that really gives you the exact amount of powder that you need, and this is one of them. And now let's use these by the Balm Minimizer Sisters, and I'm taking the blush and then the highlighter. So let's start with the blush. And I'm just applying it from the apples to my temples, and basically repeating what I did with the bronzer. And now I can highlight, and I'm just taking, I don't want to be too much, so tiny amount is enough. No, don't feel like being too glamorous. I don't know why. You have those days that you want to be less glamorous. Now it's time for the eyes, and this is my Nikkie's Tutorials X Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette, and I'm starting for the crease, and I'm taking Redemption, which is this beautiful orangey color, and I love this color a lot, and it has a lot of fallout, so be careful, and especially after I finished my face. And I don't know, I have a habit of doing my entire face and then my eyes. I don't know why, and it's not really a good habit, because if you want to create something very elaborate and colorful, you always have to be careful from fallout. Not that it's a big deal if you have fallout on your face, you can take it out, but you know, after you worked so hard on your putting your foundation and concealer and powders and yada, then, you know, ruining it with fallout is a bummer. Okay, so we have orange on our eyelids, and I'm adding also Voila, which is this green yellowy color, and this one is again also very beautiful and has a lot of fallout, so be careful with that as well. Tap off the axis, and I'm just saying that you have to be careful and forgetting to tap off the axis. So this is perfect, don't you think? Okay, so we have this beautiful transition shade above my crease. If you don't have hooded eyes, then put them directly in the crease. I'm just doing it because of my hooded eyes. And next up I'm using, but I need my finger, I'm using this color, which is Underground, this gray color here. And I'm using my finger because I found that applying this with the finger is the best way, and wet finger is the best way. So I'm just wetting my finger with a setting spray, and now I'm taking this gray Underground, and you can immediately see the difference between the dry hand and the wet hand. So let's repeat on the other side. And you see with the wet finger, comme c'est comme ça. Let's spray the finger and take the gray with the wet finger, and you can see the difference. Well, I can see, and I'm hoping that you can too. This is a beautiful color. I have leftovers, so I can swatch it. Look at this beautiful gray color. This is amazing. Okay, now going back to my yellow, voila, which is the yellow green, and taking on my brush and tapping off the axis and adding it to the inner corner here, like so. Just taking my small mirror to see if I did it okay, because from too far. Yep. Oh, it turned out even more beautiful than I imagined it. This is what I love about makeup. This is why I love wearing makeup so much. I feel creative enough, and I love it when the makeup turns out even more beautiful than I imagined it. So another look using Nikkie's tutorials, new palette, and oh god, I have some fallout, as expected, right? Problem is that if I'm looking at the mirror or the camera, I don't see the fallout. Only if I'm taking my small mirror, I can see if there is fallout. So sometimes when I'm editing, I'm looking at myself and in the camera I'm saying to myself, why didn't you clean the fallout? Well, it's just because I didn't see it. So that goes for getting older. Okay, this is this magnificent palette, and okay, let's add something to the lower lash line. Okay, now going back to my yellow, voila, which is the yellow green, and taking on my brush and tapping off the axis and adding it to the inner corner here, like so. Just taking my small mirror to see if I did it okay, because from too far. Yep. Oh, it turned out even more beautiful than I imagined it. This is what I love about makeup. This is why I love wearing makeup so much. I feel creative enough, and I love it when the makeup turns out even more beautiful than I imagined it. So another look using Nikkie's tutorials, new palette, and oh god, I have some fallout, as expected, right? Problem is that if I'm looking at the mirror or the camera, I don't see the fallout. Only if I'm taking my small mirror, I can see if there is fallout. So sometimes when I'm editing, I'm looking at myself and in the camera I'm saying to myself, why didn't you clean the fallout? Well, it's just because I didn't see it. So that goes for getting older. Okay, this is this magnificent palette, and okay, let's add something to the lower lash line. But which color? I think maybe let's do a repeat from no, okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm taking my Morphe M432 and to my lower waterline, and I'm taking Underground, and I know it's going to be difficult, but I'll try and wet my brush like so, and dip in the color, and maybe we will see something. Well, tiny bit. Where is my small mirror? Why am I struggling? I don't know. I really don't know. Well, it's not really working. This color is a finger color and not a brush color. Well, there is something here. Yeah, very subtle. Okay, I can live with that. I didn't want something bright anyway, right? And now let's take off the leftovers and go with the Voila, which is the yellow-green color, and add it to the inner corner of the lower lash line, like so, and on the other side as well. Great, now I feel it's connected. What do you think about the look? Well, I need to pop on some mascara, and I'm using my Revolution, the mascara, so I'll just pop it in and I'll be right back. Well, I'm back with mascara, and this is the final eye look. Let me know what you think. I love it. I think it's very beautiful and very autumny, wintry. And I have to say something about this mascara by Revolution. When I got it initially and tried it for the first time, I didn't like it at all. But that's the thing about mascaras, you have to keep using them, and then you can either continue your dislike, or what happened to me, you like it. So I do like it, and I think it turns out beautifully, and it's very easy to remove, so big plus. Let's do my lips, and I'm using this Kiko Ocean Fill lip liner in the shade 02, and I'm just lip lining my lips. Lip lining my lips. It's a beautiful pink color. I love Kiko's lip liners. Okay, so I lip lined in the perimeter of my lips, and now let's add some color. I'm using my Essence. This is the Velvet Matte Lipstick in the shade 03, and it's a bit lighter and lighter than the lip liner, I mean, and it turns out beautifully. Okay, so this is the final look. Let's spray some setting spray. No, I don't feel like setting spray. I don't like doing setting spray after I put on my mascara. Something always happens, and I really don't want to get involved in that right now. Okay, so this is it from me. This is the final look. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like this look. What do you think about it? What do you think about the eye look? I think it turned out beautifully. I love it so much, and that's it from me now. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.